Okay, so a quick overview here of the contestants. We have Keer and Onyxx, the Dark Elf Alliance. Firenze, also a person that was formerly in Alliance, seems they lost their teammate uh, facing off against Voidore. So Firenze appears to be a solo player. Voidore seems to be a solo player. Mattis somehow secures a spot in the finals. They have been fighting an uphill battle the entire way as a rogue, and they were the one that famously died to a damage shield. Franswa, the style points, he just runs in circles all the time, doesn't really bother you, but also bothers everyone. He's also a solo player, so it seems here a potential team up of Voidore and Firenze that may be in the cards. We'll see. A definite team up between the desks, Dark Elf Shadow Knights. A modified rule. Okay, the modified rule is after 10 minutes, only the 4 center squares. we don't know for sure if it's a team up, but I would expect a team up.
Yeah, I would suggest that everybody else team up on one of the Shadow Knights and end that problem. Just a thought.
All right, from the start of the fight, you will be allowed to use the entire top of the platform. So that means top of the throne, is that correct? After 5 minutes, the area shrinks to exclude the outer squares. Okay, so you can use everything from here. 5 minutes, boom, you're on the inside now. And then after 10 minutes, it's just these 4 squares in the middle.
Did we start self-buffing yet, or not yet?
I saw Firenze doing it.
Should be okay. Everyone has full mana now?
Yeah.
Okay. Should be able to start self-buffing.
All right, they are self-buffing. Mattis and Firenze pretending to self-buff. I like their spirit. Voidore also pretending to do some self-buffs, even though they do not have mana pools or anything. They're role-playing. Francois' a bard, so he literally has no buffs. And yet he has every buff at the same time. Keer?
What?
You do not appear to have your sow sword out.
Already out.
All right. Did you sow the opposing Shadow Knight's pet or no?
Yes, I did.
Okay, the pets are hasted. No torch in the hands of this one.
I didn't bring any extra torches.
I have.
That was
extra
thanks
torches.
to Impel. Oh, can you
Hey,
come out here and give them to these pets?
I will not be doing that. That is a waste of a torch. Channers don't really give stuff away. We kind of loan stuff. We get it back, after it dies. Anyways, the fight is off. Let's get some assists in here. Firenze looking at Onyxx. Keer is
Big stun on Onyxx.
Oh. Big stun. Oh, they're calling out the stuns. That's good play. Francois just doing bard things, just running in circles. It's a smart play. Where's my boy? My boy Mattis doing rogue things. That is the smart play. In fact, one would argue that is the only play. Uh-oh, Francois joining him. That's really his only move.
Another stun.
Keer going for a dispel on Voidore. Voidore trying to get stuns on people, trying to get something happening, trying to rally the troops. Voidore going after Onyxx. That seems to be the person they're after. Who are the pets after? Lebantic is Onyx's pet, and that is after Firenze. So a potential Firenze-Onyxx duel going on, perhaps? But Onyxx seems to be targeting Voidore, but Voidore's targeting them. Oh, we got a 2v1 here. Firenze and Voidore after Onyxx. Onyxx kind of shrugging off the hits. Oh, Voidore down. Back up. Keer seems to be going after Voidore. Bard doing bard things. And the rogue doing rogue things. Much respect to them. That is, as I said before, that is not just the best play for them. That is their only play. Mattis stepping out. Getting a few pot shots in. Kier going after Voidore. Onyxx, who is Onyxx after? Onyxx is also after Voidore. We have what appears to be a desk team up against Voidore. It may just be coincidence. It may not. We shall see. Down to one Shadow Knight pet left. Only one Shadow Knight pet left. Voidore is after Onyxx. Firenze is after Onyxx. It appears to be a 2v2. With the Bard doing Bard things. Just running in circles. Voidore feigning death. And Mattis getting his hands dirty a little bit too. Getting a few pokes in here and there. You know, letting people know he's still there. Nobody's really targeting him, so he can do that. Showing off the illusions. Voidore getting some hits in. Yeah, we definitely have. As we suspected, there was a potential team up of Voidore and Firenze, and it seems to be the case. But that may be in response to Keer and Onyxx teaming up. But wait, what's this? No, Keer's still on Voidore. Voidore holding strong. Voidore actually really high HP again. Was that a mend used? Do we have a cooldown used? Firenze just a giant. Somehow he got Avatar to proc. It is not looking good for Onyxx. Some big hits going in out there on Onyxx. Hitting for 184. Voidore also getting some hits in. What is it? Is it Voidore? Apparently I've been mispronouncing the name. Oh, we got Onyxx standing still. We got some backstabs happening here.
Ooh, she looks snared.
Is that a snare?
I don't know.
Is that
She's going real.
a bard snare, or did we get a desk betrayal?
Wasn't me.
Onyxx is not lasting long. Onyxx is hurting. Does Onyxx have harm shield? Do Shadow Knights get harm shield?
No.
No. So Onyxx is down. The first one out. Well fought. Keer is running around at speed. Everybody's just kind of over here looking at Zeals, wondering if he's somehow
Where's
in the
Mattis?
fight.
I want to kill him.
That is something you will have to find out for yourself. Mattis being the rogue. He is doing rogue things. Keer trying to avenge her fallen brethren. Mattis doing the only thing he can do, which is hiding and waiting it out and hoping that a person with a damage shield is not left. At some point, he will try and get people to go after Franswa, but Franswa kind of doing his own thing. He's just running around in circles. Say hellos, not allowed, by the way. But he's just running in circles. That's kind of his jam. We got a 2v1 here.
Firenze and Voidore were out for blood.
Firenze and Voidore after Keer. Keer has Mattis on target.
You gotta stay in this ring, guys. Some of y'all are going out.
5-minute mark. No outside rings. I imagine
Wait, is it
there'll
the
be
inner one? Wait, which one? The
inside squares. So
It's
crowd, you can move up. Crowd, make a wall. Crowd, let's move up to right here. We're making
was
a
it
wall.
these ones here?
Yes. So
Oh,
the outside ones.
Sorry.
It's okay. Everybody gets, or there is going to be a warning going on. There's a lot happening. A lot of people are focusing. So the crowd is moving in. We're forming a new wall. The arena has closed. That's right. We go by Hunger Games rules here. At the RIOT PvP brawl. Franswa seems relatively unaffected. He's just making tighter circles now. Doesn't really seem to affect him at all. There's a claim that people are about to be DQ'd. Is somebody outside? Okay.
Don't see anybody.
We got some KT turn-ins here, some big KT turns-ins in guild chat, but don't let that confuse you from the fact that they are teaming up against Keerarae. Keer, Almost called you the wrong name. Kier, one of the most tolerant people I've ever met until you mispronounced their character's name in game. Mattis
You're not wrong.
getting some hits. Mattis. Sorry.
Oh, I got T-step.
Uh-oh, Kier get hit by a T-staff. Mattis is getting in there. Mattis getting some big hits. Voidore getting some big hits. Firenze get big hits. All right, Firenze just AFK. Everybody's ignoring the giant lizard. Firenze. As a spectator, I am concerned about the Voidore Firenze team up here. But is it a real team up, or is it more just mutual destruction of the desks? We will never know. Do we want to take that chance, though? Mattis seems to be going after people. Franswa still doing bard things. Mattis just glad nobody's going after him. Kieran Voidore going at it. Mattis getting some pokes in, getting some good pokes in.
I thought it was like the inside 4 squares.
Not yet, is it?
Oh.
No, that's a 10-minute mark. This is the 5-minute mark, so you're good to
Oh,
go
well,
to the outside. The crowd just moved up a little bit to reflect that. Impel just shooting arrows at me. What's going on?
Total accident.
Oh, it's okay. I just wanted to make sure you weren't firing at the people. All right, Mattis holding strong. He's a gnome, showing off that that gnome mask they've got. Is that
Panic starting to set in.
badass? Kier getting low. People do not like the desk fights. They are mad about the previous round. Getting in there. Voidore still 97% HP. Probably has mend up by now. So Voidore looking strong. Firenze the tactician looking strong as well. Franswa still doing bard things, and everyone is just ignoring him. I don't quite get it myself. Kier seems to be attacking Mattis now. Kier switching to the bow strat. Firenze just... I don't know what Firenze's doing. Firenze's going after Kier. Okay. Kier going after the rogue. Does not want to lose to a rogue. I believe Kier has come to terms with their own mortality, and they are just... I'm not getting 5th place. I'm taking out the rogue.
Oh, I killed the
Mattis.
prize bot?
Oh, no. Prize bot 2 down.
Yeah.
It appears this is there are no more prizes being awarded. This is just for the love of the game at this point. This is chaos here. Impel fighting the cameraman, the
Oh,
bard.
Firenze finally turned on me. Francois.
Francois, okay.
No,
Francois on you?
Oh, maybe it was just an AoE. Never mind.
Yeah, it's just AoEing as you get.
Francois just staying out of it. Firenze taking a little damage, though. Where's that damage source coming from? Kier getting some big hits on Firenze. Voidore doing pretty well here.
Oof, big hit.
I'm just using all my air.
Am I not seeing backstabs?
Cure is going down in 5 seconds.
Kier, 3%,
3.
4% ticking up. This is a stall on Kier. Riot Officer PST stalling.
Ah, he outlived the 5 seconds.
Kier doing really well, holding on strong. 10 seconds. Will Kier survive? Crowd get ready to move in. It is soon going to be the middle 4 squares only. They may not be so kind about warnings. Kier, Kier
finally down.
But Kier dies. Let's move in. Crowd move in. Middle 4 squares only.
That was so much fun.
Let's in. Making a wall of people. Just like this is too narrow. Okay, so it is Firenze, Voidore, Francois, and Mattis. The final 4. Each of them gets their own little square. Kier fought valiantly. The desk The downfall of the Desk Alliance was also your downfall, though. Mattis seems to be getting hit. Firenze going after Franswa, probably the smart move. Voidore also going after Franswa. Mattis, the rogue, somehow allowed to do rogue things. Is it because they do not believe the rogue is a threat? Is that it? The rogue is low. For the first time ever, we have a rogue low on the aggro table. Everyone screenshot this moment. No one is going after the rogue. It is actually the bard that has aggro. The bard high on the aggro table from Firenze and Voidore going after the bard. They just want to get rid of that bard.
T-stun.
T-stun. Everybody's on Franswa now. Mattis wants revenge. Mattis sees there's no damage shield up. He can get his hits in. Actually, there is a damage shield up. Maybe Mattis, you're best off hiding. Using that Rylocar's BP. Voidore getting some big kicks in on Franswa. Very tanky. Very, very tanky. Showing off that Tink mask. All right, Franswa trying to do bard things. Dare we say it? I think the closing into 4 squares was the death of Franswa. He can't do his bard shenanigans with 4 squares. He's trying. He's trying as hard as he can. He can't bard here. Oh no, he's losing to the environment. He's doing his best. He's holding on. He's very tanky. Okay, we got Firenze and Mattis going after it. Oh, they're smelling blood. Low HP aggro on Mattis and Firenze. Who is Voidore hitting? Voidore is going after Franswa, and Mattis is down. Well fought. It is the final 3. Franswa just hanging in there, trying as hard as he can to do bard things, but it is not looking like he's going to be able to. So, Voidore targeting Franswa, Firenze targeting Franswa. So we got a 2v1 against Franswa here. Franswa holding on very strong, being annoying, being a pest, getting some of those AoEs in, but it seems like Franswa's biggest weapon is the damage shield. Mattis taking damage from the dots. He should move.
Move out.
He should get out of there. All right, he gets a little spot heal. T-stat. No, that wasn't a T-staff proc. That was a little kick. That was a kick. Franswa holding in at 53% HP. Voidore at 93. Most likely has a mend up. Voidore has not been a target lately. Firenze low. This is a solid strategy here. It seems Voidore is actually the tactician here. Just get Franswa out. Franswa is the only one that can do anything to him. Firenze just chilling. Just chilling over here, all right? He's just regenning up a little bit at a time. He's using the corner strategy. It is a 1v1 battle at this point. Voidore versus Franswa. Firenze is just too low, wants to stay out of it. That's the only thing he can do. The crippling blows, sadly enough, have not been a factor. All right, getting the bow hits in there. So Firenze gets some bow hits in. But I hate to say it, Voidore, as soon as Franswa dies, Voidore is just going to win. He's just going to win. He's just got some cleanup to do. Just got to wash his hands. Hey, everybody, pause the duels here. Congrats on hitting level 52 there. We got a new Vox tune, boys. We got a new Vox tune. AOW at 5%. Get your faction tags in. We gotta battle to the death here. Voidore stunned or AFK or something. We don't know what happened. Franswa getting low. Firenze low. Firenze's been getting hit a little bit here. Voidore probably holding on to a fresh mend. He has not been the target. No one wants to mess with that the monk agility. No one wants to do that. The monk dodge, the monk tankiness. Firenze at 9%. He's getting low. Voidore, I don't know what he's doing. He's energizing people. He's just energizing people. He's going after Franswa. This is for top two. This is for top two. Who's going to win, Firenze or Franswa? This is a prize on the line. It could be an empty tink bag on the line. Uh-oh, Franswa, 3%, 2%. Firenze, 11%. Voidore going to be the decision maker. He doesn't really seem to be doing anything. No, Voidore is hitting. And we got a death. Franswa down. It is the final two now. Voidore and Firenze. Could be anyone's battle. Voidore is at 97% health with Mend, and Firenze is at 8% health. This could go either way, folks. This could go either way. This is the problems with doing an alliance. If you guys see this and you're in a free-for-all, this is what could happen to you. You could be on Firenze's side, and all of a sudden the alliance is over. It's got to break at some point. There can only be one winner, so all alliances have to end at some point. You could be at the receiving end of that. Firenze at 13%. But it appears this is a true gentleman's alliance, and Voidore is going to let him regen up to 100% HP. He's just going to let him regen up. Firenze going from 12%, 13% to 14%. A true gentleman's alliance. He's just going to let him take up. Firenze at 15%. We should be at 100% sometime by the end of draft week.
Should go down to a single square.
All right, he's actually attacking him now. All right, Firenze doesn't know what to do. He's paralyzed. The best he can hope for is forcing out a Mend. But that's it. Firenze 11%. Voidore 89, 90%. You know this is serious because he actually has his breastplate on. This is more dangerous than tanking Avatar of War or Viam or any of that stuff. The Warriors are taking this seriously. 3%, 1%, 2%. Get some big hits out there and down. That is it. Well played. Shout-outs to Mattis. Held out as long as he could. Shout-outs to Franswa. The environment was his biggest thing. He could not do bard things when it got to the inner squares. And shout out to the Desk Alliance. They fought well. It was their downfall in the end. It kind of put a target on their back is what it did. When meanwhile everybody was ignoring the Officer Alliance this whole time. Voidore and Firenze. Is Firenze even an officer? I don't know. But they had an alliance. Well fought, people.